Hi, I'm Chris McClure.
And I'm Anya Hunneke. We're pleased to be introducing you to our newest program, Out and About.
Out and About celebrates life in the Northeast in all its guises.
Clear prop.
We'll take you high, low, and everywhere in between with fascinating stories from across the region. You know, we are so lucky to live in such an interesting area like this.
Don't I know it? I came here 40 years ago, and you can see why I didn't leave.
And now it's our privilege to take you around northern New England and Canada as we discover fun and fascinating places.
Today we're at the Bolton Valley Ski Area in Vermont, elevation 2,100 feet.
We're visiting the University of Vermont's Morgan Horse Farm in Weybridge.
We're at the Fairbanks Museum and Planetarium in St. Johnsbury, Vermont.
It's got a really good theme of community and seeing what's actually going on.
The Pine Hill Rodeo typically consists of 8 events, including bull riding, bronc riding, calf roping, and many other popular competitions. While Pond Hill attracts its share of rodeo professionals, the venue also has become a breeding ground for novice riders.
I just started this about 9 years ago, really. I've always had horses, and I just always wanted to be a calf roper, and now I am one.
You might be surprised to learn there are more than 300 wrecks on the bottom of Lake Champlain. One particular wreck has been explored more often than any other. It's a shipwreck off the shores of Charlotte called the Sloop Island Canal Boat.
Just saw your show. Absolutely loved it.
Brothers Jacques and Pierre Marziali are both from Bedford, Quebec. Together, they've run this club for years.
Don't push it too hard.
Sharing curling is their passion.
My brother and I were trying to always bring it out and invite people over, trying to generate interest in it. So you have people actually phoning in saying, is there any way I could go and try that? So my brother and I will come over and say, okay, come on, one night and we'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, Harper! The most important thing for everybody in freestyle snowboarding is knowing your limits.
You need a safe place or a safe facility where you can learn these type of tricks.
We like to make sure that they are controlling their body all the way through movements, knowing I need that extra 180 to land on my feet and not land on my face.
My wife and I both enjoyed the show very much.
It was wonderful to see parts of Vermont.
Flying, to me, is the most rewarding and beautiful thing that I've ever done in my life. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be confident. You have to be adventurous. It is unbelievably beautiful.
When it comes to fixing things, Earl Cathan is no flash in the pan. A self-described tinkerer, Earl has been working with his hands for as long as he can remember. His specialty is repairing the firing mechanisms on black powdered guns.
This is your fully assembled block after all these pieces get put back together.
Working the forge is a family affair, with Earl's son Ben at the hand crank.
If she's good and hot, we quench her.
Is this what modern retirement is supposed to look like?
If you'd asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have looked at you like you were nuts.
That's Linda Livingston, who, along with her husband Bob, started planting grapes as a hobby. That hobby has since grown into a full-fledged business, East Shore Vineyards in Grand Isle.
Absolutely love Out and About. It's interesting, it's fun, like everything about it.
The hunter's music is very specific. You can't change it. It's a very deep-rooted tradition, telling the histories and the epics of these great warriors, and it's a very important and sacred thing to the culture. But I went home and just listened to these tapes over and over and over again. It put me in a trance. It put me in this place of I can't really explain. It made me want to go back to understand this amazing instrument.
And when I got to college, I just kind of found myself. in comics. For some students, it's the first time they've showed their work to anybody. It's the first time they've expressed their interest in comics to anybody in a public setting.
Once I retired, I got interested in working on my writing and working my way through my writing by posting artwork on the wall of my studio to try and work my way through the plotting.
The end goal of the first day is a comic strip. You can think of it as the paragraph in the essay. The next day our goal is a comics page, but it's penciled, so it's not finished, it's unrefined, it's an unedited page in a novel. And then by the last day we're creating full pages with full narratives.
Here in the shadow of Mount Equinox, music permeates the air as the town of Manchester embraces some of the most promising young musicians in the world.
It's really just music all the time.
This week has been particularly busy because we have the music education in the morning. So we teach generally for an hour or two in the mornings, and then we have coachings in the afternoon and rehearsals in the afternoon, sometimes events in the evening.
Cut, stacked, dried, and hauled to the house and woodshed. Then split and brought inside all winter long to put inside our wood stove.
The show is awesome. Keep it coming. Animals and poetry and local crafts. I love it.
Let us know what you think of the show. Email us or call us.
We'll see you out and about.
Just saw your show. We loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I promise you, we'll be watching it every Sunday. Wow, it was super. And then good luck, and know we're rooting for you.